Guys, Tifa here with Fit Bully TV. Early stimulation, as we know, builds both bond and connection with the dog. And what does it build above everything? I get the confidence question all the time. How do I build confidence in my dog? These dogs turn 5 weeks old tomorrow. Confidence starts today. People, places, and things. You've got Jamarcus behind the camera, we've got Stan here, and we've got me. Our responsibilities moving forward will be to be very hands-on with the dog. When you hear hands-on, you think, no whooping no dog's ass around here. Joker pissed right in front of me the other day, and I just said, I'm just gonna wipe it up, man. Like, we gotta go through that process. So, one of the things that we do, I normally buy a table. I bought the table, unfortunately I forgot to buy the sandpaper. I put the sandpaper on because we don't want dogs slipping and sliding on a slick surface. It can cause issues, we'll talk about that in another episode. Next thing we do is we set the dog down. Go and set him down. And we let him get familiar, so you don't rush this part. So we actually don't want him to freak out. Part of him freaking out could be me touching him. When I touch him, he's liable to bag. Okay, there we go.
It's funny, he's usually one of the more confident ones too.
Mm-hmm. But you know what happens when you put a dog on a higher surface or in a new environment? They all kind of get a little freaky. So what do we try to do? But he's wagging his tail.
Yep, he's curious.
We allow them to grow up. And you know how it is. I'm not a parent, so I can't say I know how it is. But when you are parenting a pup or a dog, you're literally allowing them to become who they want to be. And all you're supposed to do is guide them. What's up, man? So in this case, I let him know, hey, look, you're safe. You're safe. You're good. Nothing to worry about. See that tail slanging, boy? That tail, look, I'm telling you, these are mirror pups. That tail is slanging.
Hey, mama got wiggle butt too.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Next thing I do is I'll use some honey here. This is some Manuka. And we try to see if we can get them interested in this. Come on, boy, look at it. Come on. He don't know what to do with it.
Where is that coming?
Come on. None of them, you know what's actually fun about this process too? None of them are super food driven yet. He don't know what to do with the honey. Honey's a little sticky. Oh, his nails are too. Man. Put this back down, people. We're gonna get a better setup. But right now what I'm doing, as you see, he's super people driven, which is good and bad. It's good if you are gonna be in a loving environment, bad if you want to protect the dog. Because that means he's gonna be like, hey buddy, what are you doing here? Hey. So like kicking your door, hey man, how's it going? Hey, the food's in the back. All the money's in the room.
You just gotta bring out that side.
There we go. So now we're stacking up here. Now he's like this. Okay, I kind of know what that is. And as you see, he's getting more and more confident. And all we're doing is petting him and encouraging that, hey, this is okay. People, places, and things. And I almost think things come first, depending on where you're at and what's going on. What we try to do is make sure they're comfortable with all things and in all things. Maybe practice, I don't care. I ain't gonna use them photos, but that all things, considered, they leave our house super confident, walking upstairs, being willing to try new things. But as you see, he's super he's engaged, man. I like this dog, man. When you see a pup with this kind of energy, it kind of excites you. I ain't gonna lie to you, because you go, wow. He's curious, he's chewy. He was the first over both the stairs and the ramp. He's confident already.
Firstborn.
Naturally.
The only natty.
The only natty, exactly. And, there's a dude that goes around asking fitness people are natty or not. This was natty, man. This was done natty, man. He natty all the way till he died. But just as curiosity, man, you say, hey, what do you do with, how do your breedings keep getting better? It's because we tried to plan effectively, man. I'm telling you, a lot goes into those moms, man. And this is the second dog we put on the table. And I'm like this. I'm enamored. People, places, and things. Make sure the dog's not sliding too much. Make sure that you get up here and you stimulate the dog. Eventually, we'll put him in certain things that allow him to think a little bit more. We're going to keep building stuff. And we're going to keep having fun, man. But God, look at that tail wag, man. Look at that tail wag. He's having the best, people. Stay tuned. Take care of your dogs, man. I got to get some sandpaper. What we have have here is the only female who didn't make it over the apron. She didn't make it over the stairs. Hell, she didn't eat last night. The first thing she's done is actually sit down on the table. The first 2 dogs didn't sit down on the table. We talk about people, places, and things. Stan's not going to walk you through what he looks for in training a dog. Stan, you train a ton of dogs. Various ones with all the way from severe behavior problems to great dogs coming with mad confidence. What is, in your experience, how do you undo, I guess, a fearful dog?
Man, that's a process in itself. First, you gotta identify what spooks them. So if it's slippery surfaces, if it's loud noises, and then you have to learn to work them through it. And if the dog isn't food motivated, it's really hard to work them through. So like you said, they're not super motivated. She still hasn't stood up since the whole time she's been here. She's crawling around. This dog's gonna take a little bit more work. I don't think it's gonna be an issue, especially when they start getting food motivated.
Yeah, she's 5 weeks old, wrong people. I mean, but these things here, believe it or not, they do transcend. And you're gonna watch at least 3 dogs in this episode, and you go, damn, here she is, and she's not as curious as the other dogs. She's not as driven as the other dogs, and she's not super motivated.
But the thing is, people will get a dog like this and try to force them to be confident, and you can't force confidence. If we try to make her do something, it's going to cause her to do more of this. So this is where we just sit back and let her figure it out for herself, how to be successful in these situations. And she's a loving dog, so she wants to get affection, so we're going to use that right now. But you can't force confidence, you have to build it.
Yeah, and mind you, people, for us, because we are connoisseurs of education, and even more importantly, taking care of the dog, she gives me a new workload. And in that workload, she's gonna take some work, but we still got 3 weeks of work. So I'm not in any way, shape, or form discouraged. If anything, I'm glad that there's diversity in the pack, because now, you know, she's moving a little bit, but she's still low. And these are signs, early signs. You go, okay, she's gonna require a little bit more drive, and meaning you gotta take the driver's seat. But as Stan said, don't force her, man. Don't be trying to hold her up and all that other crazy stuff.
She's gonna be gorgeous. Look at them eyes.
Oh no, that's a bad. The girl be cooking and cleaning and cooking. She be
eyes, boy.
Yeah, and she's one that we probably gonna have to hold up and wipe a little doo-doo off her head, but I got some baby wipes right there. What I will tell you is trust your process as well, people. We breed to better our dogs, better our program, and for one, just to have more fun, this one reminds me the most of how Ego would look. And even more importantly, I think she's still gonna be special because she's been driven the whole time. And she's still drivey, but she's just a baby, man. I don't have no crazy expectations. To put expectations, but even her shaking.
Was she the run? Do you know?
There was no runs.
There's no runs.
No runs.
It was what Maestro was the smallest, right?
Yeah,
to a degree.
not necessarily. He's the smallest looking, but I know what to do. I know what to do. Even that little bit of fear, people. I mean, man, I'll make sure she leaves, but she's going to be a love bug, and she's going to be loving. But you give her time, and you don't rush the process. So what we would do, we'll close it out on this. Oh, we gotta stand.
There you go.
We gotta stand.
And that's one thing you do got to remember when you're working with the bullies, the larger dogs. Sometimes it takes them a little longer to mentally mature. So she just may take 5-6 more weeks than the other dogs, and then be like, I'm gone. But patience is the key with these.
It is the key. It is the key. It's the major key. No alert. There we go. Go ahead, stand up, Mom. Huh. Yeah, she's not driven. Oh, there we go. We got her on a little bit of honey, man. I'll tell you one thing. These towels ain't helping. I should have got her a squeegee. And dampen that booger.
There you go. Yeah, that's good shit. Yeah.
Either that, people, or you can make pumpkin pops. Freeze those things and let the dogs eat them and continue to build their confidence. So I've got a table. We'll start low and we build them back up. She's on a mission. Hey, Stan, come around here so I can get some shots of her from over here. And again, trust your process, people. People, places, and things. Jamarcus, myself, we are all required to get hands-on with the dogs every day, or every day Stan's here, but for us, for sure, man. Because the more we work with them, the better that they get. Boy, she's jumping at the thing now. You know, it's crazy. She's the only one who didn't make it over there last night. Pull it this way, man. You sitting there, look, you come over here, man.
You're good, man.
Still gotta give it the program sometimes, people. And anywho, people, thank you for watching as always. T-Fit here, Fit Bully TV. Take care of your dogs.